Hi, I'm Diana. Are you looking for a reset to your life? I know I am. In fact, I always am. Every year I like to reevaluate what I'm doing, where I'm going. Is this working for me? And January is the perfect time to do that. I think we are all craving a little bit of a simpler life, and I believe that we can create that for ourselves within the bounds of French girl style. I think that if we think about it in terms of French girl style, it gives us some guidelines to bounce against so that we can curate a beautiful life for ourselves. Why French girl style? Well, you know I'm passionate about this. I have a little ebook here if you want to check it out, and that's about style, clothing, makeup, things like that. But I'm talking about the entire French girl lifestyle today because I believe that they have three main ideals that if we curate our life within the bounds of those ideals, it's a great start and it's going to bring us back to that simplicity that we're all craving. I forgot to mention, and you probably noticed, there's kittens. That's Mooney Pie and Birdie. I'll show you later. So there are three ideals within French culture that I believe lead to a more fulfilling life. And we're going to be talking about these a little bit in depth today. So there will be chapters. This is going to be a huge video because it's about your entire lifestyle, right? I mean, that's not a small thing. So the three elements that we're going to be talking about are natural, individual French beauty. We're going to be talking about daily cultural enrichment. And also the wonderful French ideal of having less, but actually having more beauty in your life. We're all looking for happiness. We're all looking for peace. I believe that within these three things, we're going to find a lot of that. So let's begin. We're going to start with French beauty. Why is French beauty different than American beauty? Because French beauty actually concentrates on being your best self, not on becoming someone else or some incredible transformation. It's about being the youest you possible, the best version of you, the way that you come. Isn't that a relief? That you don't have to transform into some magical celebrity being, that you don't have to slim your nose, you don't have to change your lips, you don't have to do anything except for polish what you've got. I find that so refreshing. All of this is so exciting to me. I hope that you find something in here that really resonates with you. We're going to start with French skincare. French skincare is, so much better than American skincare because first of all, way less toxins, so natural, so good. And I really like Typology. Typology is the sponsor of this video, and for good reason, because it epitomizes everything about French girl style. Natural products, effective, less to do, beautiful packaging, things that just make you look great and natural. Can you even see my skin? I have all Typology products on right now. And every time I go out like this, people are like, what are you doing to your skin? Why do you look like a baby angel? And I'm almost 50. They don't say that, but they say something close. They don't call me a baby angel. I wish they would. Where's cats? I know you wanted to see the cats. That's why I put the cat tree there. My skin has never looked better. So how do you get started? You can take the diagnostic test on their website, which I did do because I wanted to reset what I was doing for my skin right now. Your skin changes all the time, especially if you're in perimenopause or menopause, your skin is different. So I took the diagnostic test and I was surprised to find out that there were still some things I could do about my increasing pore size or about these little sebaceous filaments that I get on my nose. I got a morning and a night routine. And I've been using this skincare routine now for about a month and my skin feels so clean, healthy, balanced, clear, bright. I'm so happy. You can go on the Typology website and take the free diagnostic test. And this takes into account three different factors like skin aging regardless of your age, which I think is so smart, pollution levels that you deal with every day, and your sebum production. And it sets you up with a prescription of these French products to reset your routine with natural and effective products. And if you've never tried French skincare before, this might be the perfect introduction to it. Let's talk about French girl style makeup. French girl style makeup is to look like you're not wearing makeup. American women really love to contour and put on the eye makeup and shape themselves into something else. French makeup is about just making what you have look better and simple. You shouldn't even see it. This is my favorite 2 to 6 item palette of French girl style makeup. So what I could do on a day where I really don't want to wear makeup is, after applying my AM skin routine, I could just use the green color corrector on my red spots, which is my T-zone is always red. I do like to define my eyebrows a little bit, and then I like to add this rosewood pink lip balm on my cheeks and lips, and I really could end it there. So what I'm showing you here is different levels of makeup application. And if you want to go a little bit further, there's also this serum mascara, which is a treatment for your eyelashes. All of these things that I'm putting on as makeup are actually treatments. They have active ingredients that are great for your skin. And sometimes I like to add a little bit of this mattifying powder on top on any shiny areas. And it's a beautiful sheer powder that doesn't add a makeup-y look. And then for a little treat this time, I got myself the new lip oil in this chestnut color. It's gorgeous. It's great for on top of the lip balm or just on its own. And that's how you end up with this gorgeous, glowy, natural look that people don't see the makeup on you, they see you. And that's what French girl makeup is like. It's like freedom to be yourself, your most polished self. So let's talk about curating a French girl style wardrobe. A little capsule wardrobe, if you will, for January. We're not trying to change our whole life to revolve around 5 items of clothes. This is not about depriving yourself of really fun things to do. So I want you to think about this in terms of just clearing your mind for a month and maybe pick 3 items of each kind of clothing. There's gonna be a little bit of bell noise here. Choose 3 sweaters. Maybe I could have chosen more variety here, but I was just randomly picking things. So I chose this white turtleneck sweater, I chose this oversized cardigan, and this V-neck oatmeal cashmere sweater. I chose 3 blouses. I chose this one that goes with everything and always looks great. I chose a silk blouse that I could put under a sweater. I just love the way silk feels, obviously. I'm also choosing this cashmere dress because I love a sweater dress in the wintertime. Yeah, I'm counting that as a blouse. I'm also allowing myself 3 basics, which is 2 long-sleeved bodysuits and this silk shell that I'm wearing under here. This silk V-neck in a neutral color is going to go with a lot of things and under a lot of things. And sometimes it's just to feel great. I'm going to pick 3 pairs of pants, including the pair I'm wearing, a pair of jeans, this pair of ultra wide leg brown pants, and this pair of stretch black pants that feel and look great. You want all of the things that you pick to be of higher quality, and you want them all to fit really well. I think I need to take these bells away. Clothes that fit well and look great are really important when you're curating your little capsule wardrobe, your temporary capsule wardrobe. I'm also picking 3 skirts. I'm picking a wrap pencil skirt, I'm picking an A-line color block skirt, and a maxi silk skirt. I'm picking 3 winter coats. I'm picking my orange overcoat, my camel overcoat, which is just glorious, and I'm picking a puffer coat because it might get cold. It's winter. I'm picking 3 pairs of shoes. This kitten heel leather boots, these leopard loafers that are walkable and soft, and these ballet flats. I can hear you now. Diana, that's not enough clothes. No, it's not. But what you're going to do is focus on what you've chosen. You're going to choose those first. And if there's something that you're truly missing, go get it from the rest of your closet. But start with just your choices that you made. And you will find that the restriction actually causes more freedom for your mind. Let's talk about cultural enrichment. This is not something we really talk about as Americans. We talk about what TV shows we should be binging, but French women actually think about enriching their brains. So at the beginning of the year, we might need a reset in what we are consuming. I know I do. I watch far too many cat videos. So we want to think about enrichment rather than escapism. How would a French woman spend her time? French women value museums and reading. And I'm not saying that people in the US do not value these things. I'm just saying generally as a population, they're not at the top of our list when we're like, ooh, day off, let's go to the museum. Let's be real. But French women do, because they spend time enriching their minds. And I think this is a wonderful ideal to move forward with in the new year, especially if you're looking to reset your patterns and maybe you're feeling blah. I mean, why else are you here, right? Well, maybe you're here for kittens or thrifting. So maybe a little less doom scrolling, a little bit more slower living. Let's talk about the French woman lifestyle ideals. They enjoy a slower living lifestyle where there's more cooking fresh food from scratch or scratch-ish, whatever you can handle, but a little more focus on cooking real food and eating it in a manner that is not rushed, perhaps on nicer plates. I love handmade pottery. Everything feels much more special when I eat off of handmade pottery. Fresher food bought more often, things like flowers, kittens, things like flowers on the table, maybe light a candle, things that make life feel more special and real and slowed down, make us happier and more fulfilled. One thing I've really stopped doing is eating on the go. I never eat in the car. I never eat while I'm moving. I only eat while I'm sitting down. And guess what? I haven't starved to death. So I think that, we tend to think, oh my gosh, my blood sugar is low. I'm so hungry. I have to eat right now. Well, you can eat right now sitting down. No life is so busy that you need to walk down the street eating a burrito. And it's also not a great look. Also, French women really value outside time. Outside time in parks, like touch grass, literally, like get on the grass on a blanket, read your book, eat outside with friends, be out in the air, get some sun on your skin. I know I'm always talking about sunscreen, but I actually do consciously try to get some sun on my skin every day because it's good for you and you need it. And I do think of sun as cultural enrichment. I think that as humans, we do need it, and it's part of our culture to be in the sun. We didn't always live in houses like this, guys. The sun is part of what we need. So being out in parks, eating outside with friends, taking walks, it's all very wonderful, natural, human stuff that we really need to reset and get back to. Let's talk about the French girl ideal of having less, but more beautiful things. After the holidays, you might be feeling completely overwhelmed with stuff. Wrapping paper, tinsel, lights. By the time Christmas is over, I am over the whole thing and I am ready to reset everything. I'm ready to take everything out in bins. And while you're in that mode, maybe you should think about decluttering a bit and starting the year right. We all know that clutter is not beautiful and it does not make you feel beautiful. It does not make your life feel beautiful. It makes you feel out of control and chaotic. You wouldn't believe what some French apartments are like. Some of them don't even really have real closets for clothes. So you have to have way less of everything. There's no storage. There's no place to put things away. And there's no space in the apartments. These are small places. You might have more space here in the United States, but it doesn't mean you have to fill it. In fact, you're going to feel so much better if not every space is filled. So decluttering, even just your closet, is a great first step into the new year. It might be time to give away some clothes that don't suit your lifestyle anymore. How many evening gowns do you need? Do they even fit? Do you even want to wear them? There's no shortage of stuff in this world. If you accidentally give away something you regret later, it's not going to be the biggest regret of your life. I promise you, there are more clothes out there for you to try. In fact, I want to wear all the clothes I can in my life. So if I don't give away clothes, there will be no time to wear these other styles. You have to leave room in your life for expansion and growth. And if you donate your great clothes that you're just simply done wearing, you're letting somebody else enjoy them in their life. You're giving somebody else the chance to feel the same joy you did when you found that item. I honestly don't take the time to read a lot, but one thing that I do like to do is pick up this Marie Kondo book every once in a while, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. Now, this is a great book to have around because it resets your thinking, and you don't have to read the whole thing to get a benefit from it. You honestly could just open up any one of these pages and you could reset your brain and be like, oh yeah, I actually should sort my clothes like that. There's such good advice in here, and maybe you might end up binging this whole book in a park, like a French girl. So if you're done curating your closet, I want you to take a look around and see what you're just simply filling space with. What are you tolerating? For me, I'm tolerating an artificial plant that I got at IKEA, and I always thought like it could be better. So it should be better. Don't tolerate space filling stuff. Get rid of the space filling stuff. Maybe don't even replace it. Leave space. Space is a decoration. But if something's boring to you, replace it with better design, something more beautiful that makes your heart sing. You could also reset your life by getting rid of your creepy corners outside. Around your house is also decoration. And if you have creepy corners that have spider webs and dust, go clean those up. You will feel so much better when you get rid of your creepy corners. When I traveled to Europe, I saw lots of ladies outside in the morning brushing off their windowsills and their doorsteps. And I hardly ever see that here. And I started doing this myself. I started sweeping off my doorstep almost daily. And I feel like taking care of the front of my home, the entry where people come in, is so important to say who I am in this life. It says, welcome. It says, I want you to feel great. And it says that I respect where I live. So I think that tidying the outside of your house is a great way to start your new year. Even if that's the first thing you do. If you don't even take care of your skin, you don't put on any makeup, you don't clean your closet, go sweep off your front porch. Go clean your creepy corners. You'll feel so much better, and it might start the avalanche of your yearly reset. This is Mooney Pie. She's sweet and slow and doesn't want to be up here, but I wanted to introduce you. This is Birdie. She's very active. I'm actually surprised that she's the one that is staying. So after this video, instead of doom scrolling, maybe light a candle, make some tea, take a deep breath, pet a kitten, read a book, and decide to make some changes. What are your changes going to be? Leave me a comment below what you're going to do this year differently. For me, I'm going to do all of these things. Well, I'm already doing the skincare and the makeup, but I'm going to do all the rest of it right now. But even resetting or unblawing one thing in your life is a great way to start. Good luck. Happy New Year. We'll see you soon.